Hello, it's Veronica here, and I want to talk about my thoughts with collecting extra copies of the main Rainbow High Girls, and when I feel like just gets a little excessive with the rebrand. So yeah. So I want to show my collection of the main girls real quick. Those are all of my out-of-the-box copies of all of them. I know this is a lot of dolls. Yeah, I finally completed my Poppy collection with having every one of her out of the box, which is great. And then there's one that I never take out of the box, which is my mint in box Fantastic Fashion Poppy. This doll is rare and hard to find, so she is staying in that box. But yeah. And just for reference, I will be showing the pie chart I made, showing how many dolls each of the main girls has in the Rainbow High line as of currently, not including leaks. Did you see the chart? Because once you look at it, something seems pretty clear to me. Including the dolls in the rebrand, some characters are getting more dolls than others. As this is a doll line with multiple main characters, this is concerning because I feel like all of them should get a chance to shine. All of them should get a chance to get a multitude of doll releases. But no. Looking at the chart, it really seems like, especially in the rebrand, Violet, Skylar, Sunny, Amaya, and Bella are getting the most dolls. Which, I admit, they do have some really great dolls. But then you have characters like Ruby, Jade, and Poppy, who barely get any dolls in the rebrand. In fact, Poppy doesn't have any dolls in the rebrand. So that is probably one of the most unfortunate things with the state of the Rainbow High line currently, that she is actively being excluded from the rebrand, and it's just very unfortunate, and it's very obvious. I also noticed a new picture up on the Rainbow High website, and I will post it here. Do you see what is wrong with this picture? Ruby and Poppy are missing from it. And I don't blame Iris for all the issues, because Iris is a new character. Iris is a character who has yet to kind of prove herself in the show and show her full personality. But that picture is just a little concerning to me. But moving on, something I've been noticing a lot of collectors doing is taking the bodies from the original Rainbow High dolls and just putting the rebrand heads on them, and it's just, I don't see the point in that. If you really think about it, the original dolls were always better than the rebrand dolls. So why would you take their perfectly articulated bodies and put the inferior rebrand heads on them? There's no point in it. I'm sure there's some that are really pretty, but a lot of them just feel lackluster, or the makeup just feels very much toned down. And I'll be honest here, I like the faces on the pre-rebrand dolls way better than any of the faces on the rebrand dolls. Like, I know some people like that soft makeup look. I know some people like it a little gentler, but Rainbow High was always about the dolls being very high fashion and having those more mature makeup looks that would make sense for a teenager to wear. Their makeup looks are meant to be mature and fashionable and just really, really beautiful. So why would MGA decide to tone down the makeup looks and like make them look less intense? And also, currently out of all the dolls from High Line, Violet has the most dolls. And I want to use her as an example here because I've noticed something. I can't help but notice that with Violet, her older dolls tend to sell better. And every one of her older dolls has prettier makeup than her newer dolls. Like just the other day, I did a restyle on my Winter Break Violet to make her look like Vivian from Sendless Zone Zero. And well, she looks incredible like this. Like I know Violet isn't a lot of people's favorite purple doll in the Rainbow High line, but this look really lets her beauty shine, really lets her face kind of stand out. And a lot of people couldn't help but notice her face with this restyle and just how pretty it is. Like, seriously. This is why she is my main Violet, because look at that face. Look at how gorgeous her makeup is. Like, she's really, really beautiful. And I want to showcase this because, yes, the main Rainbow High girls can look incredible. They can have some very, very amazing and standout dolls in their own right. And her fantastic fashion doll. Another strong Violet doll that I feel like doesn't get enough respect. And whenever I saw the Swim Violet doll, I couldn't help but think, doesn't Costume Ball Violet have a similar enough looking face to her? Why get Swim Violet when you could just get Costume Ball Violet? And it's just, yeah. And even with Sunny and Skylar, a lot of their rebrand dolls have similar looking makeup to Sunny's 2-pack doll and Skylar's doll from the playset. So when you could get these ones, why would you need the rebrand versions with less articulation and then having to go spend more money just to get them an articulated body from another perfectly good Rainbow High doll that's probably worth more than them? That logic just seems kind of backwards to me, and I just don't get it. And one of my other favorites of these main girls is my fantastic fashion Ruby. As you can see, she does have to have that gorgeous dark red lip variant, and I love her for that. She's really beautiful, and this is my favorite Ruby that I own. And even my Series 1 Ruby, look at how pretty her makeup is. Even though it's simpler, it's so pretty. It's so nice. And another doll who gets a lot of dolls in the rebrand is Bella. And while I do understand her popularity because she is the pink doll, a lot of her dolls are often stronger and very pretty in the line she's in, I don't see the point in buying and owning every single one of her. And I feel like some of her more recent dolls have way too light makeup, Like, this is her original doll, and look at how pretty her makeup is. It's nice and simple. And even her costume ball doll, like, her makeup is very unique and distinct and just very, very pretty. I do not have Pacific Coast Bella yet, but if I ever get her, I'll definitely show her face next to the others. And this is the thrifted Series 2 Bella. I am customizing T.I. Miko from Genshin, and I adore this doll. She has such a pretty face, and just, yeah. Like, you do not need the rebrand dolls to have good versions of the main girls. You really don't. And then Jade. Her rebrand doll looks so lackluster. Like, because she only has one doll in the rebrand, that is her slime doll, but that doll looks so lackluster because this is the doll who came before her. This is Fantastic Fashion Jade. Then behind her is Cheer Jade, the Cheer Jade I thrifted. And both of these dolls have really, really nice makeup. They look more unique and distinct. And the thing with Jade is, her character is quite literally a makeup focus. Or, like, cosmetics or something. And, like, she literally works with makeup canonically. If you're gonna make a Jade doll, give her nice makeup. Make her look absolutely stunning, because if her makeup is looking lackluster, then she doesn't look like herself. She really doesn't look like herself. Even in the show, she likes to state that she likes to experiment with her makeup look, and it's just, yeah. This is the only Jade doll that truly captures that trait of hers, in my opinion, and that is really concerning. And I don't have, and I do not have more Skylar, Sunny's, or Maya's to really do comparisons for them, but it's like, they have some good dolls, and they have some lackluster dolls, in my opinion. Like, that's what I'm gonna say for them, and with Skylar, I admit, I prefer original Skylar dolls over the rebrand version of her, because Skylar's fashion was always more mature. She wasn't afraid to wear denim and look gorgeous in it, and the rebrand just ditched that a lot, and it made her style look so childish. And she is a fashion design focus. Give her some good fashion that looks gorgeous and suits her character. And Sunny gets so many dolls in the rebrand, but they all look so childlike and innocent, to the point where, like, I feel like Sunny's original style was cute and innocent, but it was also very kawaii with a little bit of maturity. And she always had that kind of anime-inspired look, so yeah. I kind of miss whenever Sunny used to have the anime-inspired look a bit more, like she often had in Series 1, and you see this with a lot of her dolls. Like, this doll is full of little references, including her hairstyle, which is like a literal Sailor Moon hairstyle. Her signature doll had the Sailor Moon buns and the tendrils and everything. Even her Fantastic Fashion doll had a dress that was very much inspired by the umbrella dress from Cardcaptor Sakura, which is an actual anime. So, yeah. Like, Sunny's style was anime inspired, but it had a maturity about it. While the rebrand just, I feel like, really dumbs it down. It really just makes it look too cute and casual and not really stand out. And it's just, yeah. I feel like everyone was done dirty in the rebrand with their fashion. And then Poppy not even getting a slime doll. Out of all the looks in that show, Poppy's slime look has to be the cutest one. Like like the dress is adorable. The colors are very pretty and charming. And if that dress existed, it would be invaluable for any outdoor themed photo shoots because it just looks so in tune with nature and so pretty. But no, they didn't make her slime doll. So as for all of Poppy's original dolls, I feel like they're all very strong. They're all beautiful and distinct and unique. And just look at how different her makeup is on all of her different dolls. Like, especially with the eyeshadow. Like, they really had fun just making her eyeshadow look different and distinct on all of her dolls. Which really makes Poppy one of the strongest dolls in Behind Line, in my opinion. Because she has literally never had a bad release. But yeah, I just want to say that I am personally not really buying any of the rebrand versions of the main girls because I don't see any point in doing it. And I don't like spend too much time buying dolls of characters who I don't really prioritize in my collection. But yeah, for the originals for these dolls, I will definitely be picking them up because the original versions of these dolls are great and amazing in their own right and should definitely be being more respected. Like, they deserve more respect and dignity than having their heads taken off their bodies and their bodies donated to dolls that are far inferior to them. So goodbye, mysterious audience. I love you. NMV love you and appreciate you watching the channel. And yeah, I just want to talk about this, I guess.